I'm number 10 to 1. Back then should've bit your tongue, cause there's no turning back. This path once it's begun, you're already on that list. Say you don't want what you can't resist. Waving that sword when the pen won't miss. Watch it all falling apart like this.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the JHL Ball Hockey League here on Silent Ice TV. And this is a first for us here at For Vengeance Media, and we are really looking forward to this matchup. We've got the Cougars in the darker blue going left to right, and the Huskies in the lighter blue going right to left. 13-minute periods. This is U13 action. And we are set to go. Let's drop the ball on this action. And the Huskies win the opening draw. They move that up the right side. We'll get you to the necessary, ball hockey rules that crop up here as we go along in our broadcast today. We are at the George Hughes Southside Arena. The last time I was in this place, I was doing an Athlete of the Week for Global Television, and the youngster got kicked out 5 minutes into the game. So, made for an interesting story at that. But here we are today celebrating the great game of ball hockey, which I have gotten to play the last little bit. Off the face-off there, the Cougars fire that one into the Husky zone. And now the Cougars, and apologize for the technical issues. And we will try to get this sorted out. We had some technical issues getting set up here today, and we apologize for that. But right now it is a 1-0 lead for the squad in light blue. That would be the Huskies, but right now, Cougars with a breakaway in on the backhand. They score! Beautiful move in tight. And the Cougs get their first one. That is Ethan Levers with a beautiful move in on the breakaway. And we are tied up at 1 apiece. And off the face-off now in this 1-1 game. The Huskies getting right after it. Chasing this one down is Schatz in the corner. Battling there, trying to protect the puck. Now that is taken away. And the Cougars flip it down into the Husky zone. It's floating blue line in ball hockey, meaning once you get it across the red line, or across the blue line, pardon me, the red line becomes the blue line. Stick penalties are also 4 minutes, something I found out in my first ball hockey game that I played. As right now, it is the Huskies sending it up the right side. Battle of cats and dogs here today at the Southside Arena. Huskies bringing it over the blue line. The Cougars getting it to in the corner. Now the Huskies track it down. That is Gabrielson throwing it on net. Big save there in front, and the rebound is cleared away. Nice work there from the Cougars. In tight in front of their own net. Puck in the high slot now. And a good defensive play there by the Cougars, but the Huskies keeping in at the red line. That's where that floating red line comes in, and now they'll get one on the attack, trying to get it in front. Gabrielson was there waiting for the ball, but just out of his reach. Now the Huskies can't keep that one in as the Cougars move it up the right side. Here is Acosta trying to get it on net, but a good defensive play there from Jack Deal as he broke that one up. as there's another chance shot on net, and a big save made there by the Cougars, as their goaltender Reese Mitchell continues to do the job. Now that's dumped out towards the neutral zone. And it's sent up the left side. And dumped towards the net. 1-1 game, 8.5 to go here in this opening period. And the Cougars fire that one towards the goal. It's blocked, comes right back to Podrisk, and his shot on net is stopped and held on to by the Huskies goaltender. Cameron Tremblett getting the start today, I believe. Or pardon me, it's Hudson Belisle in net for the Huskies. As this one is dumped towards the net. Now the Huskies trying to move it up the left side. That is blocked, and the Cougars fire it right back in. Ellie Irwin after it in the corner. Has a little bit of time, puts it up the wall. That's stopped there by Acosta. Now it's the Cougars who will try and go on the attack. That is moved out, and racing in is Ryder White. White dancing in over the blue line, throws that one towards the goal. And that one was knocked away. All the way down, no icing on the play though. And running back for it now is Griffin White. White gets there, has a opposition man right on his tail, so he moves it up the left side. Good job there as it is brought in over the red line by Gabrielson. Bentley Rowland was chasing after that one, but had to get back on side, and it moves out towards the red line. Now Rowland with a chance to bring it in. Stops short, spins, fires towards the net, and that was blocked away by Aveline Gill. Here is Gill now. As it's blocked in behind the net off the Gabrielson shot. Thrown out in front, collected there by Ethan Fair with a shot that long bounces around. It was just in the crease and cleared away. Excellent defensive play from the Cougars as they were able to keep that one out of their cage. Brooklyn Jones in the cage. And it is dumped back down into the corner. The Huskies doing a good job here trying to keep this in the offensive zone, but the Cougars get it out to Santana Acosta. Moves it up the right side. That gets dumped down, and it's going to be an offside. It's cleared away. The Cougars just slap it back down, and it's over the red line, so they are good. And in after it now is a shot on net, pardon me, and that save was made by the Huskies goaltender, Hudson Belisle. So the face-off will be to the right of the goaltender. And off the draw, it's the Cougars that win it back to the point. Quick shot, good block there, getting in front of it. It was an excellent job by the Huskies defender there. And that was Sully Green who got in front of that one. There's an offside play with 5:27. Will hit the face-off just outside of the blue line. And that is dumped into the Cougar zone. Here's the Huskies jumping on almost a turnover. And it was knocked down, and now the Huskies will get in after it. Harrison Campbell on the forecheck. That one is sent back to the blue line. Kept in nicely there by Fair. It is in behind the net, chasing after it. Josh Murray. As the Cougars fighting to get it out, but it's kept in by the Huskies. There's a quick shot on that. Oh, good save there. Excellent job. And the goaltender just jumps on it. Smart job play there from Brooklyn Jones as he jumps on the ball in the crease with just under 5 minutes to go in this opening period. So the face-off now to the left of the goaltender. And it's one over to the far side. Huskies keep that one in, sending it out in front. It's at the blue line now. Jack Deal gets it towards the net. That one almost knocked down. Side of the goal shot. Good save. It's on the goal line, and it's in. It's a goal for the Huskies as they kept pushing and pushing. The sharp angle shot was stopped at first, but the perseverance paying off for William Little as he puts the Huskies up 2-1. Good shot from the sharp angle. Goaltender made the save. It was just sitting there, and the loose puck was banged in. Good second effort from the Huskies. They now lead 2-1. And looking for a third goal as that is fired in on net. Sent around the boards, 4.5 to go in this opening period. 13-minute stop time periods. There's a shot off the side of the net. Puck is in behind the goal now. The Huskies pushing for a 2-goal lead. Now the wraparound attempt comes out in front, backhanded just wide by Trevor Gutierrez. And it's sent up the right side towards the front of the net. And shot on goal, and reaching out for the Cougars to make that save was Brooklyn Jones. Jones wearing number 26, making some good stops here today, keeping this one a 2-1 Huskies lead with 4:01 remaining in the opening period. Right now the puck is in behind the Cougars net as the Huskies keep pushing here. The offensive pace, the wraparound scores, no goal. Quickly waved off by the referee that was right on the line. Had a perfect look at that one, is able to wave it off. I believe it might have been a player in the crease, and so that will bring the face-off outside of the blue line. 3:39 remaining in this opening period. 2-1, the Huskies leading in this U13 matchup. Here's Harrison Campbell stepping in for this face-off. Let the Cougars win it. However, the Huskies, led by Campbell, keeping that ball in. Now here's an offensive opportunity. Quick shot up high, just over top of the net from Valorant, and the rebound scores! What a shot! And the Huskies have made it 3-1. And that was Traxon Schatz who put that one away. .325 to go, and the Huskies have made this one a 2-goal lead as Campbell steps in for the faceoff. He won that last faceoff, or didn't win the faceoff, but a good second effort, was able to keep the ball in the offensive zone and led to the third goal for the Huskies. And now they're back for more. Schatz on net. That one was blocked, sent away by the goaltender Jones. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this opening period. And that's fired into the corner. Valorand in there, trying to throw it towards the net. And that was blocked, and the Cougars now try to get it out. Excellent stick there from Griffin White. He was able to keep that one in. And now White will bring it in, firing it far to the front of the net. Valorand was there, just rolled off the stick out in front. Now here's Campbell in the slot, fires that one towards the goal, he scores! Harrison Campbell having himself a day, set up the last goal and puts this one away. And it is now a 4-1. Huskies lead, 2.5 minutes to go here in this opening period. And Campbell's going to be back out there to take the draw. He's up against Justin Podritsky. And Podritsky wins that draw, but the Huskies jump on it just like they did a little while ago. Now the Cougars get it back. They fire that down into the offensive zone. No icing on the play, and Griffin White will pick it up for the Huskies. White surveying, fires it up the left side. Good clearing attempt there. Cougars get to it first, and now they'll try and go on the offense. They cleared it over the red line, and now the Huskies busting in. Roland taken away, brought back in now as the Cougars go on the attack. Podritsky again had another good chance. Now the offensive attack for the Cougars continuing out in front. Acosta couldn't get the stick on the puck, and the Huskies start away. Ryder White is the trailer heading to the front of the net. Bentley Rowland spins, has that one taken off his stick, and now brought back down once again. And sent towards the net. A good save there by Brooklyn Jones. Now it's kept in by the Huskies as they lead 4-1 here. 1:20 to go in this period. If we get a 5-goal lead, it will be straight time, as this is kept in at the blue line now. Good job there by Griffin White, throwing it towards the net. Backhand on the goal. The save is made. Oh, wow. Brooklyn Jones with an excellent stop there to keep that one out. Now it's dumped down the left side. Cougars, 3-on-1 chance, firing it on net. The save made by Hudson Belisle, and he holds on for the face-off with 51.1 seconds to go in this opener. That's the first foray of offensive attack that resulted in a shot for the Cougars, and we'll see if they can build on that here on this offensive face-off. So the face-off will be Ethan Levers, and Levers wins control, but the Huskies get it. Now Levers gets it back, fires it on net. Good blocker save by Belisle. Now up the left side, and goes down. There's going to be a penalty on the play to the Cougars. And it's a tripping penalty, so stick penalties, high sticking, slashing, crotch checking, spearing, and butt ending are all 4-minute single minor penalties. If a team scores on the power play on one of those teams, will be back at full strength, but the player still has to sit the remainder of the penalty like a misconduct. That was just a tripping call, so just a 2-minute minor for tripping. So with 37 seconds remaining in this opening period, the Huskies get a chance to go up by 4 here. Off the draw, quick shot, just goes wide. That was fired on there by Sully Green, pardon me. Well, they pin it up against the boards. Cougars doing a good job here of ticking time off the penalty. Now the Huskies get it loose. Try to center that one, but it was intercepted and cleared down the ice nicely by the Cougars. That'll do it for the end of the first period. Time is going to run out on the first period. 4-1. We'll be back for the second period in just 1 second. All right, we are getting set here for the start of the second period. And for the start of this period, it'll be the Huskies on a power play for 1 minute and 24 seconds. They already have a 4-1 lead as the teams switch sides now and get set for the start of this second period. And so off the opening face-off of this second period, the Huskies get control. They are now going left to right on your screen, and they get it in over the blue line. Campbell with a shot was blocked, and it goes into the corner. Huskies retrieve it, send it in behind the net. Nice play there to Little. Little out in front, and it goes back to the blue line. Watching there now is Griffin White. White walks in, 55 seconds to go, fires it down low as the Huskies set it up on the power play here. Campbell in behind the net. And you get it out in front. Little, the shot there, rolls across the crease, and it's cleared away by the Cougars. Now there's a firing shot from the blue line. They score! Griffin White from the point. He makes this one a 5-1 Huskies lead. And the power play goal to boot was an impressive shot from the youngster. So it is a 5-1 Huskies lead here thanks to the power play goal. And they keep pushing the pace here. Trevor Gutierrez in behind the net, sends it out in front. Backhanded by Little. Now the forehand, and it gets deflected into the corner. Gill moving it up the boards. It was intercepted. Now racing over is Ethan Levers for the Cougars. Short-handed, or now they're back to full strength, pardon me. As it's pushed in behind the net. They're chasing after it. Campbell had it. It comes out in front, and a good save there by the Cougars goaltender, Brooklyn Jones. That is sent up the right side. Now that is dumped over to the right boards, and the Huskies will bring this one in down the left side. Little throws it out in front. It was cleared away by the Cougars one more time. And once again, sent towards the Huskies net, and the goaltender sweeps that away. And it's sent to the near boards now. As the Cougars putting on attack. They're going to get a penalty, though. It looks like it's going to be a slashing the stick call going against the Cougars, but the Huskies have a chance with the opportunity now in tight as they will get the power play out in front of the net. Shot on goal. They score! Nolan Valorand in the slot. And that makes it 6-1 for the Huskies. So 10 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. The Huskies were going to be on the power play. It was going to be a slashing call, but they scored, and so the power play doesn't happen. They'll take the goal every day of the week because that is fired in. And, of course, today is a pretty special day for all the mums here in attendance. And hopefully everybody has wished their mother a happy Mother's Day today, wherever they may be. The Huskies have it down low. Schatz in behind the net, sends it out in front. There's a shot on net. Good save by Brooklyn Jones. She takes that one right into the chops area and makes the save. Oh, face off to the left of the goaltender. Bentley Gabrielson won the draw, but the Cougars jump on it. Now they push it forward. And it's a race for the puck. Acosta trying to get there, but that'll be an icing, unfortunately, against the Cougars, and that'll bring play all the way back down into the offensive zone for the Huskies here. 6-1 lead, and so we are now into straight time. So yeah, we are in straight time. Clock will continue to run. So if you do notice that, normally when we don't stop the clock, we have forgotten something. But if we stop the clock, we are forgetting it this time. So we will have straight time until it gets back to less than a 5-goal lead. Now it is dumped back out into the Husky zone. They gather it up. Ellie Irwin moves it up to the right side. Avery Nice in on net. And the stop is made by Brooklyn Jones. Holds on for the face-off with just over 8 minutes to go in this second period. On this Sunday, May 11th, it is, of course, Mother's Day, so all the moms here will hopefully go home after this game and get pampered and enjoy the rest of the day. And this is Avery Nice, wins that face-off almost right to the slot, but it was knocked out and sent down the ice by the Cougars. And the Huskies, Ellie Irwin racing back to pick it up, fires it around the boards. Waiting there for it is the Huskies' Ryder White. Gets it up the left side. Now that's almost dumped in. And that'll be an icing against the Cougars with just over 7 minutes to go in this second period. So the face-off now to the right of the goaltender Jones. Avery Nice coming into this game, leading the Huskies in scoring with 5 goals and 8 assists, and had an opportunity recently. That one is kept in at the blue line by Jack Thiel. Rolls towards the net. Blocked there by Aveline Gill. Moved up the left side. Now that's into the slot area. Shot on net high and over top of the net by Sully Green. Races over to keep that one in. Stopped by the Cougars as they try to work the puck out. Now they will. No, they don't. They overrun it, and it's shot on net, and Jones makes another good save. Almost said overskated there. Didn't too many hockey games. Is the one thing about playing ball hockey is it was put to me, there's no glide. There's no easy shift in ball hockey. You are running the whole time. A little bit like soccer and basketball in that regard, and much tougher to get used to for players that have been used to ice hockey all the time. That is fired in wide of the net by Ellie Irwin. It was blocked, and again, the Huskies go on the offensive attack and thwart the clearing attempts. Now the Cougars do a good job getting it up. That was Gerline Gill who moves it up. There's a big blast of a shot, steered aside by Belisle. Just over 5 minutes to go in this second period. Out into the high slot area. That one was knocked away. And spinning and firing, Belisle makes the save. The rebound is there, and he jumps on it. Good job by the goaltender to find that one in the crowd, and a good push from the Cougars as well, as they try to climb back into this one. Cohen Mitchell leads the Cougars, 9 goals and 1 assist. That is Cy Young material if I've ever seen it. Santana Costa, 4 goals and 3 assists. There's 7 points to sit number 2 on the team lead. Reese Mitchell has played most of the games for the Cougars in goal. Whereas the Huskies have rotated goaltenders. The Huskies bring this one in, send that to the corner. In after it now is Trevor Gutierrez. Back to the blue line, held there by Christensen. Christensen fires that one down in, deep into the zone. That's picked up by Nice. Nice, who leads the Huskies in scoring, thwarted in behind the net. Now he will pick it up, sends it out in front. It was cleared away and not out of harm's way, though, as the Huskies continue to fire in on net. Oh, the Lacrosse, Michigan attempt there, which I think would be kind of tough, and they score! The Huskies poke it in just as the goaltender was about to smother it, and that will make it a 7-1 lead for the Dogs. Just under 3.5 to go in this second period. And Harrison Campbell will take this draw for the Huskies. He is dumped down into the Huskies zone. They will get back after it. And now the Cougars have to play defense as the Huskies bust down the left side, throwing it out in front of the slot. And Gill blocks twice. He did a good job there. And now that's sent out into the neutral zone. And the Huskies will race back for it. Here's Christensen. It does get out and it's fired back in. No icing as they got across the blue line. And Griffin White picks it up. Harnur Rupra is wearing number 12 for the Cougars. As this one is dumped in by the Huskies, they will chase this one down. Now it's in behind the net. Ooh, the referee did a good job getting out of the way of that one. That's thrown towards the goal. And again, it's a shot towards the net. And it just rolled harmlessly into the corner, but the Huskies are on it. Nolan Valorand picks it up over on the left side. Surveying. Throws it into the slot area, and a good save by Jones. Holding on to it in the crease as that one was right there, and a possible chance for the Huskies as they lead by 6. 7-1 here. Huskies in front. Face off to the right of Jones. And that's blocked, and before it could get out, another quick shot and a good save there by Jones. In behind the net. And this is White trying to throw it out in front. Blocked again. The Huskies regroup. Comes back to Christensen at the blue line. Christensen walking in. Sets it up, fans on it, and a chance to head the other way for the Cougars. And the Cougars still after it. And this is No in the slot, fires it high. And a good chance there for the Cougars. Maybe one of their best of the game. Now that one gets out into the neutral zone. The Huskies come in on the attack with 24 seconds to go. There's a shot into the corner off of White's stick. The Huskies will pick it up. Thrown out in front by Gabrielson, and bang, bang play stays out somehow, and Gabrielson grabs it, throws it towards the net, and the goaltender, seen enough, covers that one up and holds on for the face-off. Time is going to run out in this second period, and we will be back with third period play of this U13 JHL ball hockey game here on Silent Ice TV in just 1 second. All right, we are back for the start of the third period in a 7-1 game. Huskies in the light blue, leading, and going right left on your screen over the Cougars. And because it is a 5 or more goal lead, we will be in straight time. Huskies continuing to pour it on. Shot, sharp angle there. Good job there by the goaltender, Jones. Oh no, that one snuck in. Pardon me. I thought that the goaltender had made the save, and Avery Nice adds to his totals as he came in leading this squad with 5 goals and 8 assists, and gets on the score sheet one more time. 8-1 now. Now Nice picks it up over on the far side. Drops it off, and that's taken away by the Cougars. Slipped off the boards. And in over the blue line. Here's an opportunity. High slot, just fired wide. Good opportunity there from Aiden Burmaster. Cougars putting on some good pressure here. That one gets past the D and all the way back. Aveline Gill racing back to take it away, and a penalty is coming up to the Cougars. Looks like it's going to be a tripping call. And indeed, it is a tripping call going against the Cougars' Ethan Ball. And with a 6-goal lead, the Huskies will go back to the power play. They didn't score on their last power play, but they did score on an upcoming delayed penalty recently, so not exactly a power play goal as they didn't take the goaltender out, but their last power play drifted into from the first to the second. We'll see what happens here as Truck-Weston Schatz steps in for the face-off. And wins it back to the blue line. Irwin tracks it down, dishes it off to Fair. Fair puts it off the boards, down low into the corner for Schatz. Schatz in behind the net. Sends it over to Gutierrez. Back to Schatz. Gutierrez out in front with the puck. Fires it, and a good save by Jones, kicking that out with the left pad. Now here's Schatz in behind the net. Sends it around to the near corner. That is Campbell who picks it up for the Huskies. The Cougars take it away and get it down the ice. Nice job there by the Cougars to get it down the ice and take some valuable time and maybe even get in a bit of a change. Irwin starts the power play breakout for the Huskies, who are just all sitting back at the red line. Up to Gutierrez, who moves it through the neutral zone, off the mark. And the Cougars, Justin Podritz gets it back, and they fire it up the left side. Good job here from Burmaster. Well, they can't get it in deep, and now the Huskies, Gutierrez brings it in. They cross the blue line. Following up on it is Campbell. Campbell into the high slot area, poked away by the Cougars. That's chopped down. Good job there by the Cougars to get to it first and chop at it down the length of the floor. And it forces Fair and the Huskies back with just 30 seconds remaining on this power play to start the breakout. They are surveying what to do. Now they fire it up the right side, but it's a free ball for the Cougars, who just send it right back down into the Husky zone. And they're doing a good job here. Brought in over the blue line. Campbell with a chance in tight. Stick handling in, and Jones makes the save, and it stays out. Excellent job by the goaltender. And a big blast down the ice just as the penalty comes to an end. No icing on the play. And Jack Thiel corrals it, stops, catches his breath, and surveys where he wants to go. Got all kinds of time here, but it's picked off by the Cougars. Shots trying to steal it back, but the Cougars keep it in. On the right side, thrown towards the net. It was blockered away. William Little picks it up. Penalty is coming up on the play. Looks like it's going to be against the Huskies, and the Cougars are going to get their first power play of the game. It is a hooking call, so it will just be a 2-minute infraction. It's 2 minutes for hooking. And I think that was Gutierrez that was in the box. My apologies if it wasn't. Thought it was 14. And now the Cougars on the attack. Their first power play of the game here. That is dumped down the ice by the Huskies. Good start to this PK unit. Now the Huskies little, putting it up against the boards, trying to take time away. The Cougars, they wrestle it free and move it up now. Acosta over the blue line, into the slot area. There's a shot just wide. Ethan Levers ripping that one just wide of the goal for the Cougars. That one got out of the zone, and so now the Cougars have to clear. And they do. And they come back in. Levers picks it up in the corner. Throws it out in front, right on the stick. There's a shot, they score! Santana Acosta on the power play. And it's 7-2. What a shot from Santana Acosta. As the Cougars' second leading scorer came into the game with 4 goals. And that will be his first power play goal of the season. The Huskies player still has to stay in the box, even though it is a power play goal. I thought that was just with 4-minute power plays, but and so just collecting the assists here. And so they've put another penalty up on the board. I thought it was just a 2-minute hooking call, so we'll have to wait until postgame to figure that one out. Right now it is the Huskies back on the penalty kill just after the Cougars had cut into the lead. It is now a 5-goal lead. No, it's a 6-goal lead, pardon me, 8-2. That is in behind the net now. Sent out in front, and the Cougars will try and corral it. Podritsky trying to send it up the left side. The Huskies stopping it there, Ryder White, and we've got another penalty called in behind the play. Not sure why they've stopped the clock here. They must have to stop the clock to enter the penalties. Sometimes in the old arenas, the setup is not as advanced, and I know in some arenas that we work in, the clock has to be stopped in order to be able to put a penalty up. So now it's a 5-on-3 opportunity here for the Cougars. Massive chance for them to get back into this one with a 2-player advantage. And off the draw, Podritsky wins it. That's a good start. Cougars keep it in at the blue line. Yerlene Gill rips that shot. He was knocked down and blocked by Roland. Well, they can't get it out, and the Cougars get to it first. 2-player advantage as they fire that one towards the goal. And racing after it now and picking it up is Edwin No. That's going to be a free ball there for Sully Green of the Huskies, and he does the job, gets it all the way down the floor. And we'll see if the Cougars can take advantage of the 2-player advantage right now with 35 seconds remaining. They get it up, and that's intercepted. Good play there to intercept that one by Roland. And Roland takes it down. Tries to get the shot away, but at the very least took valuable time off the clock. Just 20 seconds remaining in the two-player advantage for the Cougars here. Now they will start up the right side. That'll be dumped down into the Cougars' end. As one power play has expired. And Christensen will stay out there. That's brought in by the Cougars. They send that one far side. And a penalty coming up on the play to the Cougars as the Husky player is down. It'll be a tripping call. So it's a 4-on-4 situation here. And the face-off will be to the left of the Cougars net. And off the face-off, it is dumped down towards the goal. Kept in by the Huskies as we play 4-on-4, and the puck is loose, and no, it's not. They thought it was in. The referee says no, and good job there by Brooklyn Jones to keep another one out. Penalty is over, and now it is an opportunity for the Huskies on the power play as the Cougars get it down the ice, short-handed. It's sent around the boards, kept in by the Cougars. Santana Acosta. That gets away though, and now the Huskies bring it back in. That's shot towards the goal by Josh Murray. It was just off the mark, sent out in front, and it's picked up now over by the Cougars, Gerline Gill. Now it's in behind the net. The Cougars trying to wrap around, but that was thwarted. And it's brought back out now by the Huskies as they get in after it. Gill will pick this one up. And bring it in over the blue line. It's down in the corner. And the Cougars bring this one out. Huskies bring it right back in towards the goal. Jones makes the save. And that's an icing. That will come back down inside the Cougar zone. And you'll get the face-off and the puck to the left of Jones. The face-off taken by Schatz. Comes back to the blue line and fired in on goal by Christensen. And another shot and another goal. It's 9-2 now in favor of the Huskies. So a minute and 35 remaining in this contest. And we will see it fired down into the Husky zone. 9-2 is the score as it's sent up the left side, and the Huskies busting out with just over a minute to go. Down the right side, Campbell throws it, or Schatz, pardon me, throws it out in front, and they score! Trequeston Schatz carried that one down the right side and was able to put it away calmly. I thought Brooklyn Jones has had an exceptional game despite facing a lot of shots. 40-plus seconds remaining. And the Huskies move it forward. They bust in once more, and an opportunity shot, they score! William Little busting through and adds to the stats for this Husky squad. Yeah, it looks like it is going to, well, they are going to pick up the victory. They're just going to run out the clock here. 10 seconds to go. The ball is dropped. And one more opportunity maybe for the Cougars here as they bust in. Justin Podritsky has that one taken away. And there it is. Congratulations to the Huskies as they take this one in convincing fashion. And we bring up our For Vengeance Media 3 stars of the game. Avery Nice, star number 1. Brooklyn Jones kept the Cougars in the game, and Samuel Christensen is star number 3. We'll be right back with our post-game interview in just 1 second. right, I'm with the game's first star, Avery Nice. And I got to tell you, that 97 that you're wearing on the back of your shirt looked like another 97 that I've seen out there every once in a while playing hockey. What was today like for you, buddy?
It was a good game, and 3 goals like a hat trick. Pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. How many hat tricks have you had?
Probably about like 2 this ball hockey year.
Ah, that's pretty awesome. It was a pretty good, convincing victory for you guys today. Did you guys play the game that you wanted to?
Yeah, we won. We played the game we wanted to.
All right. And what are you going to do for Mom today? What's Mother's Day like?
Probably gonna go to my grandma's and probably celebrate it.
All right. Go celebrate with your teammates, my man. Congratulations on the victory and have fun today, eh?
Thanks.
All right. There we go. That is the first star, Avery Nice, who was obviously had the hat trick. And the celebration from the fans, as you should. 11-2. Huskies win it. Thank you so much for joining us here on Silent Ice TV. We got 3 more games still to go here on this Sunday. 11-2. Huskies take it. Thanks very much for watching Silent Ice TV.